My theory on that is the more you have better diet, inflammation reduction, you have really good nutrients on board to help because, good healthy plant nutrients, good healthy selenium and zinc, they actually reduce that AR enzyme. They reduce that activity. So better diet, less inflammation, you can reduce that AR enzyme, thus decreasing DHT. Now, if you have a strong genetic propensity to hair loss, it may not be enough, right? That's where additional things may need to be done, but you can at least maximize one, the raw material, get the protein, get the collagen, get the amino acids, make sure you're digesting the protein, make sure you're digesting the fat. That goes for men and women. I'll kind of draw a line of like the differences here, but that's going to be a similarity. Maximize the AR blocking nutrients. Copper, magnesium, zinc, selenium, really important for decreasing that AR enzyme naturally. With women, if we have low progesterone, low estrogen, those hormones are also very anabolic and they are very important for hair growth. That's why any woman who's gotten pregnant, right? When you're pregnant, you have HCG being secreted by that placenta, and you're going to have lots of progesterone. And women will tell you their hair was the thickest and the best during pregnancy. And then that 6 months afterwards or so, it starts to thin out and fall back because progesterone and hormones, progesterone and estrogen, are important for hair growth. And many women are actually estrogen dominant or maybe even lower progesterone. So they're not going to have that good hair. As a woman goes into perimenopause and they have less production of hormones because their ovarian reserve is dropping, they're getting less output from their ovaries. Well, that's another player that plays in here. Now with guys too, testosterone, if you increase your testosterone, let's say via steroids or bioidentical T and you do too much, some of that T can go downstream to DHT. So you can actually increase hair loss with men if you're doing things like gear or T or things like that. It can definitely have an impact on raising your DHT and increasing hair loss on that side of the fence. There's some herbs and compounds that we'll use to reduce DHT naturally. Women don't have to worry about DHT as much, but they may if they have PCOS. So polycystic ovarian syndrome is usually going to be found in women that have high levels of insulin, right? The main drug to reduce PCOS in women is metformin or glucophage, which is an insulin sensitizing compound that reduces insulin. Insulin stimulates the 1720 lyase enzyme to then cause conversion of your estrogens to testosterone. And so getting insulin down is a big thing. But if women have that high testosterone, guess what? They can actually make DHT, and that can cause hair growth on them, and it could also cause some hair loss over time. So that's a big thing too.